I was born in Antwerp, Belgium. My parents owned a small building with a grocery store on the bottom floor. My parents were often busy working at the store, and as a result, my brother, who was 10 years my senior, was often asked to look after me. He was an avid soccer player, and I loved playing soccer right alongside him, even in my white shoes.
Betty, what in the world have you done to your shoes?
My parents were observant, and I remember my mother lighting Sabbath candles every Friday evening. I still observe this tradition today, and light Sabbath candles every Friday to keep a connection with my mother. I remember there was a poor woman who would steal food from my parents' grocery store in order to survive. She had 2 children and couldn't have fed them otherwise. My parents never said anything to this woman, but looked the other way. Later, after the war, this woman found me.
Betty, your parents showed me so much warmth and generosity. I would have never survived without them.
Little did I know that my parents' generosity towards this woman would later be a key to my success in the United States. I was 5 years old when the war broke out. All of a sudden, everybody was scrambling. There was a tenant in our building who was a moving man and owned a big moving truck. My mother was piling food from the grocery store into the truck. My father sat up front with the moving man. The rest of us were in the back. My brother, my mother, and I, the mover's wife and children. It was pitch black. We were told to be quiet. It was dead quiet. We had to act like furniture, not able to move a muscle. We were trying to cross the border to get into France. When we got to the border, everybody was anxious, especially me. At the time, I was still sucking my thumb, and all of a sudden I started sucking and shh! Everyone, all in one voice, all from that one little noise. They didn't open up the truck. They let us pass. Our families separated in Bordeaux. We traveled on to the south of France to be with the farmers that my father knew. I was afraid of animals, so I stayed inside, but my brother loved it.
What's the matter, Betty? You're not afraid of a little old pig, are you?
When it got too dangerous, we traveled on to a village called Nye, which is where the story really began.